But first up, Campbell Hatton continues his ring education with his third fight of the year and a first appearance here in Sheffield.
Yeah, the solid punching check. He's awkward, he's experienced, he sets a high pace. So he's going to have to try and match that, Campbell. Going to have to be smart. I've been impressed with the improvements. The change it to head and body. It's a lovely left to the body.
Well, he's hurt. Dufek under the right elbow. He looks for it again, and the opponent is capped up in the corner. Campbell Hatton let the hands go, and he drops to a knee. Just off balance there, but a breakthrough early for Campbell Hatton.
That was a lovely right uppercut, followed by the left to the body. Chris, beautiful shot.
Well, it's his dad's money punch, isn't it? And he looks for it yet again.
There's just more snap in the punches from Campbell now. He's really pushing the punches early on in his career, but starting to really snap them out now. As you see there, the shot selection's better. Two left hooks to the body.
Wasn't expecting Campbell Hatton to get him out here. Bar a moment right on early on in the contest, the opener of round one, he hurt him to the body. He wasn't able to capitalise on that. He's done what we pretty much thought he would do, which is dig in, make it a little bit messy, turn it into a dogfight, and give Campbell Hatton some well-needed rounds here. He just lifts up into a left hook from the Mancunian.
Yeah, it was a good shot, that left hook from Campbell. Finishing the round strong, Campbell.
Dufek dipping and slipping, just caught a right hand at the end of that combination.
Just taking a right hand, Campbell. Lunging over that front foot, walking on the right hand of Dufek.
Just the signs of fatigue from young Hatton there, just putting his hands together, trying to put a punctuation on this performance. He'll believe he's clearing away on the scorecard. So Dufek played his part too. The end of 6 rounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds here in Sheffield, we go to referee Howard Foster's scorecard. It reads 60-54 for your winner. He's still undefeated, Campbell, the Hurricane Hatton.
Unbeaten cruiserweight Jordan Thompson hasn't had to go past the second round in his last 3 fights, but could be made to work harder tonight against Vasyl Duka.
He's measuring the distance well with that lead hand now, Jordan Thompson. This is exactly where he wants to fight. He wants Dusar at range. He has the reach advantage. Dusar's best chance of winning this contest is getting close to Jordan Thompson, nullifying the threat of those long arms that Thompson has. He really does get full rotation into the shot, so the closer Dusar can get to Thompson, the better chance he has. But here is where Thompson does his best work. Lovely shot variation there, head and body. He takes him well, Dusar. Got tremendous chin. There's that right uppercut, lovely shot. He comes firing straight back with shots of his own, Dusar.
First meaningful shots landed from Thompson, just shorten them up, let them go. Dusar responded well, punched with him as we suspected that he would.
Just going back in straight lines there, Thompson. And ends up on the ropes. Just needs to take a couple of steps back, side to side, back to the centre of the ring. Get behind that jab again, just getting pushed back. A bit too easy by Dusar at the minute. He's just biding his time, it feels to me. Thompson just having a look at the chinks in the armour and the defence of Dusar. See a little feint there from Thompson, trying to unlock that puzzle in front of him. That is Dusar.
In the next 4.
He's just not had the speed of foot or hand, Dusar, to land anything of note yet. He just can't get close enough, and when he does get close, kind of smothers his work. And Jordan Thompson does the right thing. He moves away, or he ties up Dusar. Nice jab, sharp, accurate with the shot. Plenty of feints at the start of this 7th round again.
The hallmark of quality fighters is that they look like they've got time on their hands, even when sometimes they haven't. And Dusar has attempted to put him under sustained pressure, and he's bullishly strong. He can punch too, but Thompson at no point, even in positions like this, when he's on the ropes, tucking up, takes an uppercut through the middle there, seems to have time on his hands.
Yeah, you're right, it is a sign of a good fighter. Just in cruise control here, doing exactly what he should be doing. When you're in there with a danger man like DAZN, no need to take any silly risks.
DAZN keeping compact, trying to hustle his way into range. But Thompson again just leads with the right hand, measures with that jab, feints to break the rhythm up of the Czech fighter, who looks, well, he looks forlorn, then he looks dejected, but he's still pressing forwards because that's how he fights.
He's just not trying to set anything up though now, Chris. He's not throwing the jab to the body, he's not looking for that right hand over the top. He's trying his best, but I think he's almost a bit hesitant to throw that right hand in case he gets countered. But again, I'll say really good advice in the corner of Jordan Thompson. They're not that bothered about the shot output, they're more concerned with the defense. You know, tidy up, get your hand up. This is good work though from Thompson, going through the gears.
And that has pushed Vasyl DAZN back again, just goes into a shell, braces for impact. Minute 30 on the clock in round number 9. Does Jordan Thompson want to test his man out and really see what he's made of? He could easily coast the next 4.5 minutes or so, but when he wants to try and put the icing on the cake here. DAZN looking for a Hail Mary. He's landed more in this round than he has probably the last 4 or 5. Thompson covering up, catching shots, leaning back on the ropes. And DAZN having a decent little spell here. The best of the contest for him so far. Where's this been? The last 5 or 6.
Oh, and a right hand.
Really good overhand right from him. Thompson just has to tie up for a moment.
Oh, good right hand again. 2 shots, doubled up. And
Thompson a little bit buzzed here. DAZN letting him go. And a fight that's been uneventful through 9.5 rounds has suddenly caught fire. And Jordan Thompson is down at the end of the 10th round. All he needs to do is get to his feet to have his hand raised in victory. But if he cannot, he's lost this fight. Saved by the bell, Jordan Thompson. DAZN giving everything he had. And goodness me, I tell you what, had he had 20 more seconds on the clock after Thompson had made it to his feet, he could have won that fight.
After 10 rounds of action here in Sheffield, we go to the judges' score totals, and they read as follows. Marcus McDonald, 97 to 92. Julio Piras and Olena Parivallo both scored about 96 to 93. All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision. And the new IBF European Cruiserweight Champion, Jordan "Troublesome" Thompson.
Johnny Fisher and his fan club have made it up the M1 to take on the Czech Michael Reisinger.
good jab from Reisinger at the start of the second round. I think it's quite obvious what we're seeing from Reisinger. He is a sucker to the feint, so I'd like to see the feint with that lead hand from Johnny. Draw out that big overhand right from Reisinger. Just big shot.
Pinpoint right hand. Beautiful shot. The best shot of his professional career so far. And Steve Gray, the referee, has seen enough. There's a complaint. There's a protest from Reisinger. But that was a beautiful shot from Johnny Fisher in this his sixth professional contest. He waited for the opportunity and landed the right hand, the kind of right hand that caused a problem at the end of the opening round and followed up quite beautifully at the beginning of the second. And that was a superb finish from Johnny Fisher.
Sandy Ryan is out for revenge against Erica Farias after losing a split decision to the former world champion at last time out.
Yeah, better intent, better aggression on that front foot from Farias. Has to be careful though, that she doesn't fall over the front foot, because someone with the know-how and the speed of hand of Sandy Ryan, she will get countered, Farias, but good start to the round. Back to centre ring though, Sandy Ryan.
Nice two-punch combination from Ryan there. Right hand, left hook. And it's at that range that she's clearly got the better of the Argentine, no question about it.
You know, in the last fight, the difference of speed was Farias had the hand speed. You know, but I'm feeling like in this fight, it's Sandy Ryan that has the hand speed.
It's just a completely different approach. I mean, in the build-up from Sandy Ryan, she seemed, yes, a little bit tense and nervous, but composed, relaxed, a lot more mature. You know, sometimes a defeat can either make you or break you. And so far, drawing to the last 30 seconds of this fifth round, she feels to me as if She's really improving. Good work, straight shots, keeping it simple.
Ferris landed a nice right hand there. I think Ferris needs to go back on that front foot. She's much better on the front foot when she's pressuring Seni. It's a bit disheartening though when you're missing and you're falling off your feet.
Time now then for Sandy Ryan to put the seal on a very impressive performance. A psychological mountain to climb in the past few months to avenge the first and only defeat of her professional career so far. Everything in the previous 9 rounds, according to Ebony Bridges, going to Sandy Ryan. It's been accomplished from long range and at times from short range. She switched to southpaw. She's been effective with the left-hand jab and the overhand right, and can't afford to get careless here as Farias just has some success at the beginning of this, the 10th and final round.
Sandy Ryan needs to keep doing what she's been doing, you know what I mean, because it's been working really well.
It's a lovely sharp, short 1-2 in there from Farias. Like you say, Mike, she can't switch off Sandy Ryan. It's been a brilliant performance so far, really has. Not only is she winning this fight and erasing the defeat of the first fight, she's also beaten a former 2-weight world champion. You have to remember that, you know, a very good fighter in Farias.
And this is a fighter who's been beaten 5 times, but only by world champions, by Delphine Persoon, by Cecilia Brecas, by Jessica McCaskill twice, and by Michaela Mayer. That's good company. They are the only boxers to have beaten Erica Farias until tonight, and Sandy Ryan has done it convincingly. So confident. She switches briefly again to the southpaw stance. This is a night when she's done what she didn't do last time around. She's fought her fight from the first bell, and now we're 30 seconds away to the last.
Farias had some moments at the beginning of this round just when Sandy was coming, putting on the pressure a little bit, but she's gone back to boxing and owning the round again. She really looks like she could do this all night.
Still up on her toes and now starting to enjoy this. It must have been a traumatic build-up. She's spoken about how hard it was last time around. Sandy Ryan celebrating already as Farias also tries to convince the judges at the end of the 10th and final round that she's done enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action here in Sheffield, we go to the judges' score totals. Terry O'Connor, 98-92. Pablo Gonzalez and Andreas Stenberg both scored about 96-94. All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision. She's the new WBC International Super Lightweight Champion, Sandy Ryan.
Close on 2 cards. Ryan getting there by only 2 rounds. Well, Dalton Smith, the younger, by 6 years and has the greater stoppage ratio. Mason has been beaten twice inside the distance in his 3 defeats, but as the boys have been saying, he's convinced he's being underrated in this Sheffield derby.
Yeah, he wants Dalton to be busy with the non-punching activity, plenty of feints, keep the head moving side to side, try, like I say, to draw the lead out of Mason. You can see Mason's doing the same also. He's trying to find the openings himself. You often see this with an orthodox fighter, southpaw, trying to find the counters. Oh, lovely right hand.
Brilliant right hand from Smith, the cleanest punch of the contest so far, 40 seconds into the second round.
And Mason took that well, though, I must say. It was very sharp and very accurate.
Yeah, he took the sting out of the shot, then he leant back. In these 2 phases there, Dalton Smith needs to step in with the second phase.
You see how Mason started to move his head a little bit more because he was kind of just standing there straight up, going backwards, going straight, you know what I mean?
Another good right hand from Smith, although he was caught with a jab come hook on the way in by Mason.
Yeah, it was a nice, sorry Mike, nice lead right hook from Mason.
It is really a bit of a game of countering, you know, they both want to counter, taking their time. Ooh, beautiful backhand by Smith with that one.
Mason listening to Ryan Rhodes in the corner there. Ryan asking for his charge not to come tall, not to lean back, keep that chin down, move to the side. When Dalton Smith throws the right hand, and you see there he's done exactly that, missing the shot and avoiding the shot. He has to do that. He can't afford to lean back with that chin high when Dalton Smith looking for that right hook.
But for O'Maison, it can't be just about avoiding the shots from Dalton Smith. He's got to make some impression himself.
Yeah, definitely. Dalton Smith is being first with it. There's a bit of waiting in between, but he's still being first, and that's those ones that he's studying.
Brilliant right hand. Set up the opening with the left hand. Brilliant shot. He gave the warning in the previous round, and now O'Maison goes down for the first time in the contest with almost 2 minutes to go in the round.
He's got to try and switch on.
This is for Smith to be composed now.
You can see
and O'Maison's in big trouble.
Smith changed to the body just then. He went down because he's trying to bring Mason's hands down so then he can go back up to the top. You can see that with the backhand. Very smart move by Smith.
This is calculated from Smith. He's waiting for the next opportunity. Just missed with the right hand.
As you would say, Darren, he's being very spiteful at the moment.
Very spiteful. He's a tremendous finisher, but he's biding his time here. He's waiting. He's not doing anything clumsy, not being silly, but that right hand is really doing the damage on O'Maison right now. Lovely
Tremendous
shot.
right hook off the back of the jab. It's the left hand that's setting it up, creating the openings. This is class.
And Mason needs to keep that guard tight. He needs to move the head and keep the guard tight. So he's not just his target standing right in front of him, Mason, those straight punches. I mean, in front of Dalton, sorry. He needs to move that head.
He can't miss with that right hand, can he? Straight down the middle, the hook
That's
as well.
Better work by Mason with the head movement.
And there's caution, apprehension in the work of O'Maison. So fearful of the power of the shots coming back at him, and the right hand finds a home again for Dalton Smith. Half a minute to go in the third.
Oh, changing the level with the right hand as well to the body.
Nice counter there by Dalton with his backhand. Oop.
Now O'Maison gets on the front foot.
Maybe Mason seems to be back on it. Oi! Nice.
Let's have a look at this right hand. It was lovely. Shades of Michael Conlon, Lee Wood. Wide right hook. It was a beautiful shot on the point of the chin of O'Maison, done so well.
Yeah, a bit more feints can set that up for Dalton as well. Oh. It is so sharp and accurate from Dalton Smith.
And credit to O'Maison for taking these shots, because that right hand again has landed repeatedly across this fifth round. Half a minute to go.
Just coming tall. Coming tall, O'Maison. Leaning back, chin up in the air. Lots of variation with that right hand now. Moving out of range with that one. That's better with O'Maison. If you're going to stand tall, bring those feet out of range.
Oh, the big right hand again, and this time O'Maison somehow manages to stay on his feet. Huge intake of breath from Sam O'Maison there after that latest attack. He swung back himself, but was way out of range. Once again, it's an almost carbon copy at the knockdown in the third round. The left hand followed by the right hand. And that face of Sam O'Maison now decorated in blood. This the sixth round, last few seconds. Marcus McDonald says no more, and there's no complaint from Sam O'Maison in the closing stages of the round. Inch-perfect punching from Dalton Smith. Round by round by round, he increased the tempo. That was a mature performance, a professional performance, the best performance of his career on the night when he needed it most.